Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the presentation tonight. Tonight's presentation is entitled Escaping into My Imagination by Travis Breeding. We're going to dive right into the content here. So, introduction. Welcome to my presentation on how I use my imagination to cope with autism spectrum disorder. In this presentation, I will be discussing the various ways I use my special interests to escape into a make-believe world to help me focus and maintain my goals. What is autism spectrum disorder? Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a complex developmental disorder that affects an individual's ability to communicate, interact, and behave. It is a spectrum disorder, meaning the severity of the disorder varies widely from individual to individual, as you know. Challenges of autism spectrum disorder. Living with autism can be challenging, as individuals may face difficulties in understanding instructions, communicating their own feelings, and forming relationships with others. Additionally, individuals may experience sensory overload, difficulty managing change, and difficulty focusing on tasks. How I use my imagination to cope. In order to cope with the various challenges associated with autism, I have found that using my imagination helps me manage my symptoms. By escaping into a make-believe world and focusing on my special interests, I am able to redirect my attention and focus on goals that I set for myself. Benefits of using my imagination. Using my imagination has brought me many benefits. It has helped me to better handle the stress and anxiety of living with autism by providing me with a creative outlet for my thoughts and feelings. Additionally, it has improved my ability to communicate and interact with others as I am able to focus on various topics related to my special interest. So in high school, my special interest was the trombone, and I played trombone, and everything about the trombone was my special interest. I practiced like 5 hours a day. It was really good, so good that a guy told me that I was going to marry my trombone and not get a girlfriend, and that stuck with me for a long time and really affected me once I hit puberty and started liking girls, and girls didn't like me. That comment really stuck with me and bothered me. So, how I create my make-believe world. In order to create my make-believe world, I first identify a topic of interest, like the trombone. This could be anything from movies to books to video games. Then I use my imagination to create characters, settings, and plots. This allows me to create a world of my own and explore it in a safe place and comfortable environment. So, like, a lot of times I create my special interest through characters in a movie. Like, for example, there's a movie called Head Above Water. Cameron Diaz is in that movie, and she was the special interest, and I created the special interest in her, and that really led me to developing this relationship with her, this make-believe relationship with her, and which allowed me to escape into my imagination and create that relationship with her to be able to connect with her. And she was my friend in the movie. In real life, I thought she was my friend, but I was escaping into imagination and using my make-believe world to help me cope with the toughness of the school day, challenges of the school day. Examples of make-believe worlds. Some examples of make-believe worlds I have created include a post-apocalyptic world where I am a survivor of alien invasion, and a world of superheroes where I must save the planet from any evil villain. I also enjoy creating fantasy worlds where I can fly with dragons, explore magical forests, and battle evil sources. How I use my special interests. In addition to creating my make-believe world, I also use my special interests as coping skills. These interests include film, music, and video games, allowing me to focus my attention on something that I'm passionate about. Benefits of using my special interest. Using my special interest has helped me to better cope with autism. It has allowed me to focus my attention on something that I enjoy rather than on the stresses and anxieties associated with my disorder. Additionally, it has improved my ability to communicate as I am able to discuss my interests with others. Examples of special interest. Some examples of my special interest include movies, music, and video games. I enjoy discussing the latest movie releases, exploring different genres of music, and playing video games. How I use my interests to set goals. Using my interest, I am able to set goals for myself. For example, I may set a goal to watch a certain number of movies, listen to a certain number of songs, or play a certain number of video games. By setting these goals, I am able to focus my attention on something positive, helping me to maintain motivation and focus on my goals. Benefits of setting goals. Setting goals has helped me to better manage my disorder. It has given me something to work towards and has improved my ability to focus and maintain my goals. Additionally, it has improved my ability to socialize as I am able to talk to others about my goals and interests. Now, that's a very careful subject because, like, people with autism often develop these special interests, and then we'll go on and on and on and on and on about them, and it will drive people crazy. So it's important to give and take when you're talking about interest, and it's important to teach that reciprocal conversation skills when we're dealing with social interaction. Examples of goals. Some examples of goals I have set for myself include watching a certain number of movies in a week, listening to a certain number of songs each day, and playing a certain number of video games each month. How I use my imagination to maintain goals. In order to maintain my goals, I use my imagination to create scenarios and stories. For example, if I am having difficulty focusing on a task, I may create a story in my mind about a character who is struggling to achieve a goal and how he or she eventually succeeds. By creating these scenarios, I am able to better focus on my goals, as I can imagine myself achieving them. Benefits of using my special interest to maintain goals. Using my imagination to maintain my goals has allowed me to better handle the challenges of autism. It has improved my ability to focus and concentrate, as I am able to imagine myself succeeding in whatever task I am undertaking. Additionally, it has improved my ability to manage my emotions, as I am able to create scenarios that help me cope with difficult situations. Examples of imagined scenarios. Some examples of scenarios I have imagined include a character struggling to get a job, a character succeeding in a difficult task, and a character succeeding despite the odds. How I use my make-believe world to achieve my goals. In order to achieve my goals, I use my make-believe world as a motivation. I imagine myself in a world where I am successful and able to accomplish whatever I set my mind to. This helps me to stay focused and motivated, as I'm able to imagine myself achieving my goals. So I imagined for the longest time I was a trombonist, a professional principal trombonist for a philharmonic orchestra, because I wanted to be a lead trombone player for the orchestra, and that helped me to focus on my music and get through some tough times socially, because I just escaped into imagination, and I was this trombonist playing principal trombone for a major philharmonic. The benefits of using my make-believe world. Using my make-believe world to achieve my goals has improved my ability to cope with autism. It has improved my ability to concentrate, as I am able to focus on my goals in a safe and comfortable environment. Additionally, it has improved my ability to stay motivated, as I am able to imagine myself succeeding in whatever task I undertake. Examples of goals achieved. Some examples of goals I have achieved include completing a high school diploma, finding a job in self-employment, and starting a business, which is self-employment as well. So I have managed to create this scenario where I'm an author, and I started imagining that years ago, and it's finally coming true where I'm being an author and I'm coming out and doing some speaking and getting some engagements and just making my life happen. And so these are the examples of goals that I've set for myself and achieved. How I maintain my goals. In order to maintain my goals, I use my special interest and make-believe worlds as inspiration. By focusing on my interest, I am able to stay motivated and focused on my goals. Additionally, by escaping into a make-believe world, I am able to imagine myself succeeding, which helps me maintain my motivation and focus. As you know, in ABA therapy, there's four-term contingency. The three-term contingency is antecedent behavior consequence. The fourth term of that contingency is the MO, or the motivation. And that motivation is going to be key to our success in life. Benefits of maintaining my goals. Maintaining my goals has improved my ability to cope with autism. It has allowed me to stay focused and motivated, even in the face of challenges. Additionally, it has improved my ability to interact with others, as I'm able to discuss my goals and interests with them. So it helps me relate to other people and build friendships and develop relationships. Conclusion. In conclusion, using my imagination and special interest to escape into a make-believe world has allowed me to better cope with autism. It has improved my ability to focus and stay motivated, as I am able to imagine myself succeeding. Additionally, it has improved my ability to communicate and interact with others, as I am able to discuss my special interests with them. To summarize this presentation, I use my imagination and special interest to escape into a make-believe world to help me cope with autism spectrum disorder. By focusing on my interests, I am able to stay motivated and focused on my goals. Additionally, I use my make-believe world as inspiration, as I am able to imagine myself succeeding in whatever task I undertake. And that concludes today's presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at travis@travisebreeding.com or text me or call me 260-388 2910. Be sure to check out the website to get some books and resources. Thanks so much, guys.